consider factors like space utilization, lighting, ambience to create environment that are both, practical and visual appealing. Okay, so normally what happens is people think design is all about decoration, but it's actually not. It's more than decoration. So what we say कि interior design is actually about creating, functional and aesthetically pleasing spaces within our building. And it involves, selecting furniture, colors, textures, and decorative elements to enhance the interior environment. So essentially what happens, interior designers normally, transform empty room into a livable and beautiful space that meet the need and preference to our clients. So we consider factors like space utilization, lighting, ambience to create environment that are both, practical and visual appealing. If I talk about myself, I have undertaken a lot of projects. So since 2008, I'm working on projects, and I have worked on British Council, library in Noida. I have even worked for spa designing in Hyderabad, and I have made a lot of institutions where I have a clear idea what students actually want in their space. So I've designed institutions also. I have even worked with residents, commercial properties. So there are a lot of projects which I undertake, and normally people think, oh, you are specialized into residents. I say, no, I'm an interior designer. If you give me a project, I'll work according to you. So it depends upon your choice. I normally prefer you should have a degree in this interior designing, which is a vast subject. If you think of doing a diploma course, it's okay. You can get a brief knowledge, but you don't get that confidence. Once you get into the industry, people will tell you, okay, how much you know, because at the time of interview, people will definitely going to ask you about your education. And the moment you say, I have done 1 year diploma in this course, so normally what happened, people don't take you seriously. Are 1 year people, okay, they might not be aware of a lot of stuff. So I normally prefer people to have at least 3 years program just to understand what this subject is all about. Because interior designing is not easy and it's a vast subject. And after completing 3 years also, you feel like, there is a lot to be learned. And my foundation was strong in my college. They have taught me so well that, wherever I'm going for interview, I have that confidence, I can do it. So you hire me, I can give you business. And the moment, it's a give and take when you get into the industry. If I'm profitable to you, then only you will going to hire me. So as a fresher, we don't have that confidence. So if I talk about my education system, my education was amazing, where my teachers have given me that much of confidence. Misha, this material is this product has to be showcased like this. The communication with client has to be done in a proper way. So that confidence is important if you have a good knowledge. So good knowledge you get from a good institutes, good education, which you get it from your great mentors. So that matters. So degree is what I prefer people to do it. At least 1 year program is only for hobby people. If you have a hobby, chalo, let's take a tag of designer, you can do it. But 3 years is must. Okay, so there are n number of institutes. You can just search on the internet also. But best one is NID in Ahmedabad. You can go there, National Institute of Design. It's best. And I have even learned from mentors from there, NID. So I am the person who have not stopped learning. Wherever we get opportunity, we interact with the industry professional. I will tell them, acha, so give us some knowledge. So NID professors are, I think, what I have interacted, what I have, got an experience with them was amazing. And I think JJ is there, JJ school and all. So there are a lot actually. Private institutes are also there. If you don't have time, you cannot give lot of time and you have other things to do beside interiors. So you can go for private institutes also. So I've worked with INIFD. It's also good institute, a reputed institute where you can work, get the education. But see, I always feel like there are n number of institutes. In every batch, 30 to 40 students are studying. But how many of them are actually working? So that matters. If you are really passionate about your subject, you want to take it forward, you can take admission in any college. It doesn't matter, because if you are from the basic institute also, but you have that hard work wala thing in you ki ha, I have to work hard, I have to become something. So that doesn't matter, because those 40 students are not NID, all 40 students are not professionals. So only few come out and become something. So abroad, I think there are numerous institutes in Australia, US. There are lots of job opportunities also. So I think the best education you get it in India, and better you go abroad once you complete your education, because here they will teach you everything from scratch. Either it's construction, either it's softwares, or if I talk about, a basic material selection. In abroad, normally what happens, you have to go for a specialization course. So most of us normally do specialization there, because their interior designers also, they ask you. When I was in London, then my colleagues used to ask me, okay, what you normally do, what you are specialized into. I say I can do everything. So they get very much fascinated. Oh, you can do AutoCAD also. When I go, yeah. Why? Because I got the education from here, and for my specialization styling course, I have been to London, because I think that was a better idea. So base was clear, and those people are really fascinated by us, because the education we get it from here is actually very good as compared to other countries. You can go to abroad, but do the specialization there. Base should be done in India. What I would prefer. Technical skills as will be softwares. I think nowadays people are preferring software, because you do easily, you do space planning, you can do 3D renders. But again, everybody feel like it's easy to do all these technical. You can opt for a CAD. I'm learning AutoCAD from the market, and you think you will become a designer. But the most important skill for an interior designer will be creativity, which you cannot learn, but you have to get experienced. Right. So you can travel more. You can, once you travel more, you observe more. You observe more, you get more creative to, acha, this can be done in this particular way. Right. You should be a problem solver. So problems come every day. So you should know, yes. Problem, okay, let's go for plan B. Let's not stick to plan A. Ab ye ho gaya. So this is not what we require. So skills an interior designer required is a problem solving attitude. The people who have that attitude, now I'm stuck in this, kya kare, and this trip for the whole day. So those things will not work. You have to take spontaneous action. Achha, not this, okay, let's do this. Right. Second thing will be, you should able to visualize stuff, not only on softwares, though it's important, but through hand also. So if you ask me, ki, please, can you design my room? I can make it in 5 minutes for you. Acha, okay, this will be the bed, this will be that. So that is something, a technique you learn in the institutes only. Nobody will teach you. I am not going to teach any student ki aao mere office mein aao, and I will help you to understand ki drawing kaise banani hai, seek kar aao. Learn it from the institutes. So drawing is one of the important skills, because we need it on everyday basis. I have to explain my carpenter what has to be made. It has to be in a drawing form. And if somebody says, I think interior designing is not my cup of tea because I'm not good in drawing, then you are mistaken. Everybody know what is line, right? You know how to make a horizontal and vertical line. This is all about drawing what interior designer require. So the challenges are, this is not a place where you will find everything beautiful. You have to create that beautiful space. So when when you work for somebody else, things are different. When you start your own business, things are entirely different. So मैं किसी के लिए काम कर रही हूँ, तो normally what happens? Ki, you are relaxed. Okay, my working hours are this much. I'll work for this particular hour. This is my task which has been given, and it's done. Done for day. And sir, this is not completed. I'll do it tomorrow, maybe. So I don't have that much of responsibility when I work for somebody else. This is what I've learned. And when I've started my own business, I got to know, oh God, there is so much to be done. It's not only about our task. It's actually complete project which you have to take care. You have to take care of your team. You have to take care of your clients, vendors, material selection. You have to do a lot of showroom visits. So a lot of things are involved. And the best part is you will learn when you start your own work. When you're working for somebody else, you are more, in your honeymoon period, basically. So when you are working for yourself, you're actually struggling. So in my 15 years of experience, what I've learned is that communication is the one of the important tool which we have to work on. Either it with clients or the communication is with our team members, our vendors, our labors. Because once I say something, you should be able to understand. Acha, Misha is telling me this to do. And just imagine my dreams. You are making it in a reality form. So that has to be clear in a clear picture. Ki, Acha, this is what I'm thinking. And just imagine आप क्या सोच रहे हो and you are telling others कि आप वो बना दो. So थोड़ा difficult है. But if you know the formula, कि अच्छा this is the way to make your others' dreams into reality, things becomes easy. So my 15 years of experience is something which I always feel कि आज भी एक experience ही ले रही हूँ मैं. Every year is an experience because interior designing is evolving. तो मैंने जो सीखा वो आज नहीं है. What I have
Okay.
learned in earlier times, things has been changed. I
Right.
have started when there was piano hinges. Piano hinges means they are long hinges which you used to see on the furniture, on the
Okay.
doors. Now
Okay.
there are
Right.
very small hinges and very
Right.
tiny tiny hinges. Sometimes you don't find the hinges. So things has been completely changed. Now people want luxury. See, clashes will happen if we don't have, again I'm using that word, communication. So before starting project with client, we normally take almost 2 to 3 sessions with them to understand what they are, what they want, how's their lifestyle. My creative ideas are surrounded by their requirements. What is creativity? You're creating something new, right? Something innovative. So innovation में किस basis पे करूंगी? So client is the centric person, which is actually helping me to understand, okay, Misha, you have to be, uh, delivering this to this particular person. And just imagine you are not a good cook. Suppose you're not a good cook, but I'll give you something which is related to cooking as a birthday gift. What will say? क्या है ये? But मैंने तो बहुत innovative दिया आपको चीज, तो वो आपके काम की नहीं है ना. तो इफ यू से कि क्रिएटिव आइडियाज और क्लाइंट के नीड्स क्लैशेस होते हैं, वो नहीं हो सकते हैं बिकॉज हमारा टारगेट तो क्लाइंट है ना, होलसम. वी आर गेटिंग बिजनेस फॉर दैट पर्सन. सो मेरे क्रिएटिव आइडिया मुझे यही तो दे रहे हैं. माई क्लाइंट इज द सेंटर पर्सन हु इज एक्चुअली हेल्पिंग मी टू अंडरस्टैंड क्या करूं. द रिस्ट्रिक्शंस कम व्हेन इट कम्स टू बजट. वंस दे टेल मी we have very limited budget and give us something which is cheap and best, and we just tell them cheap thing can't be best. Either you ask for a cheap stuff or you ask for a best stuff. And if they understand this, then it will be great. If they don't understand, we try to convince them by showing some examples. So we give them alternates. So okay, this is something which you asked for. According to me as a professional, I will suggest you this option. एंड ऑब्वियसली मैं तो अच्छी चीज दिखाऊंगी ना एज अ डिजाइनर, तो वो वही करेंगे सिलेक्ट. सो वंस आई गिव यू ऑप्शन दिस और दैट, ऑब्वियसली आप डाउट में आओगे जब मैं कहूंगी हाँ अच्छा है बट उतना नहीं है, आई थिंक दिस मच बेटर. So you will ask 2 or 3 more person. हाँ, do you also think the same? That person might say yes. So वो हमारे favor में हो जाते हैं. Normally do meeting with complete family. We ask family to sit. We tell family कि अब दो. And सबसे best पता है क्या होता है? The trick which I'll tell you. The older people are very difficult to convince in the house when we are making house, and the younger people actually help us to convince them. हाँ अच्छा तो लग रहा है, आजकल यही चल रहा है. So this is what happened in the meeting. So a great interior designer should also know psychology of human being.